Hey, what's up everybody? This is your girl Miss P. I hope you're doing fabulous. I'm doing pretty good. Please make sure to go ahead and thumbs up this video. That lets me know that you want to see more reviews. Also subscribe. It is free 99, aka free, and make sure to get into one of my favorite apps, Feature Points. It's freaking amazing. They have this dope contest going on until December the 4th. Every time you download the game and accumulate the points, you get entries so that you can win a PS4, which I think is really, really dope. So go ahead and get into it. I've been talking about this forever, but Feature Points is like one of my favorites. And also, the December Lose It Challenge starts November the 30th. If you would like to be a part of my December Lose It Challenge, you can get meal plans, workouts, motivation, and much more. Make sure to send me an email. Everything is listed down below, and I'm super excited about it. This is the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. They could have sent me a postcard or something and let me know. It seemed like it was so quick. I'll keep you guys updated if I do Love and Hip Hop New York, if it seems like it'll be good, but we gonna see. Moniece's crazy ass is in this love triangle. She done opened up them gums just because she was in that Good Lotion video. She thought Fizz wanted to humps in her bump again. Now that Fizz was like, oh no boo, I don't want you like that, she like, I love Rich. You don't love Rich? What's wrong with you? They talk about the baby daddy meeting and Rich is all gung-ho. He like, yeah, he a good dude and everything. I mean, I guess it's like the summer of Mo, whatever you want. We just checking off the list, just checking it off. And she's like, and I want a ring. He like, alright, we gonna go look at the rings. I mean, I want one as big as yours. You know what I'm saying? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, whoa, Rich is wide open. It's so cute to see him in love and wanting to do right. And here go Moniece's ass. She just... Miles is meeting up with his friends, aka his hip-hop crew. And y'all didn't know he was gay either? Like... They were like, yeah, we always knew you were kind of metrosexual, but we didn't really know what was really going on. No, but that's good. We are so glad that you told us. We support you. You know, that was nice that they were saying that on camera. I just hope that they still bros when the camera goes off. Ray J has a new home, child. Oh, Lord. He was like, yo, I really miss Princess. Like, I love Princess, and I really miss her, and, you know, I gotta get her back. Princess's eyes just light up when she pulls up to that house. She like, oh, shit, this is something Floyd would do. Ooh, I'm having a Floyd flashback. He gets up to the front with her. He's like, yo, only if you say yes can you be in this house. You know what I'm saying? I said, fool, what kind of... At least take on a tour. At least butter up a little bit. You know, Princess was like, okay. He was like, yo, I just want to come home and make cookies with you and stuff. That's all I want to do, Princess. It's all up to you, Princess Love. I was sitting here like, I got to see this. Like, how is this gonna play out? Princess was like, this is nice and everything, but child, I've been in this situation before, Floyd and I gotta have this house in my name. That's the only thing. I don't mind doing this, but I gotta have some type of collateral if the shack goes down again, because we know, Playboy, we know your record label, okay? You gonna be gone in a couple months after the newness is off. Yeah, but at least I'm gonna have this house, child. He was like, done. It's all good. I'm gonna get that paperwork straight. She was like, oh my God. We're at somebody's fashion show and Richie Slobbers is there and Miss Nikki, baby. I knew exactly why she was there. This is a setup. She blabs about the video shoot. Richie's like, hold up, time out. What video? Oh, she was in the video? Oh Lord, Moniece didn't tell him that she was in the Good Lotion video? Moniece, oh Lord. Then the Dondada about how Moniece was still in love with Fizz. Rich almost choked on his whiskey. He said, hold up, time. Oh, Rich feels like he's been played. As he should. Don't nobody want to hear that shit. Especially at an event. Like, if you home chilling and you see something on the gram or you see some craziness, you can explode in your own home. But if you at an event, a public place, that's the shit I can't stand. That's some disrespectful ass shit when somebody comes to you out of nowhere and tell you something that's going on. You be like, what? I have to go. And he leaves. Nigga, baby, you just as messy as hell. You ain't got shit to do but blap them gums. Yes, I said blap. Blap means running. Marion is on tour and April is on the side. I didn't know if she was like the Fat Man Scoop hype man, what she was doing. I thought she was at a rock concert. I was like, girl, if you don't get your ass a trade and figure out some shit to do on this tour, you could be doing the ooh yeah. I don't know. You could be singing in the background. I don't know what you need to do. She's like, I feel like I'm just watching. You are. She's like, and I want to feel important. Make your own self feel important. Pudding cup. Girl, you need to turn them pumpkins into pumpkin pie, girl. I'm just saying, like, I understand with April, how she's feeling, but at the same time, city to city, all these contacts, and I know they're just there for Omarion, but get in where you fit in. They're at Miles's mom's house. I think they're having a huge cookout. They had the paper plates. I said, yes, it's going down. Miles's mama found out he was gay through somebody else. I said, the mama, she cool while they talking. The sisters are the one off the chain. One of the sisters said, I need to go make me a plate. I said, you know what? I'm not going to say nothing about that because everybody handles different situations differently. So I'm going to leave that alone. Ding dong. Guess who's coming to dinner? Here comes Milan. Milan comes through and he like, hey, we just going to go to the couch. Don't kiss me. Don't rub me. Don't do nothing. Just get to the couch. The shit hits the fan when Miles's family ask about Milan's family. And Milan is like, well, no, they haven't met Miles yet. And they're like, well, why not? And he was like, well, they all the way in Chicago. And Miles's mama was like, I felt about like her aunts. You got all that money and you can buy all these furs and 2 little hats. I know both of y'all asses can get to Chicago. Oh, Lord. And then the mama said, well, what are your aspirations in life besides being a stripper? Oh, my God. Oh. Woo! I have to give it to Milan, though. He held his own. He had wonderful comebacks. He was like, yes, I know I've done salacious photos. I understand that you don't like it, but child, that's how I paid my bills. And your sons. But we ain't gonna get into that. If he'd have said that, I'd have hollered. I'd have fell out on the floor. At the end, they have a nice little group hug, and his sister was like, you mess with my brother, I'm gonna cut your balls off, and you ain't gonna be doing no photo shoots. Ooh. Rich goes to see Moniece. And the song she was singing was perfect. I didn't even know she was going to be singing her own breakup. I said, oh, man. She's like, hey, Rich. And he was like, I came out here and I changed my life for you. And she was like, yeah, you did. Then he started tearing up. I said, oh, no. He didn't have the glazy, I've been drinking. He had the, I'm about to well up and I just want to curl in a ball cry. I said, oh, no. Rich was like, all of this has shown me that this was an exercise of how I need to stay who I am. I said, oh shit, he's really mad. Moniece is so calm. That is not what I said. I'd never, I said, and then he said, and she said, I think Moniece went into like a glaze because everything else didn't matter after that. Even when he threw the ring, when he was like, I'm out, she was like, she got a death wish. You know what? I ain't gonna say karma is a bitch, but I've never seen Rich like this. Never in my life have I seen Rich in all these seasons that we've seen. I ain't never met the dude, but Alana's in the studio. What is he singing about? I never know what he's singing about. He talks to his manager about everything that's going on in his life, and he alludes to his baby brother, and I was like, oh, that's so sad. But the crazy thing, that helped him to truly be authentic in everything that he does. And I was like, man, you know what? That's your story, boo. That's your story. Instead of talking about, I'm going to take this shit with me when I die. We're on the tour bus with Amaria and April, and she's like, Amaria, I don't want to do stuff. And he's like, do you want me to take you to In-N-Out? What do you want? And she's like, no, I feel like I want to do stuff. And he's like, I'm trying to tell you, I got you. I'm Amaria. And she's like, I know, but and he's like, well, when do you think this is going to happen? She's like, 5 years. He's like, whoa, oh, are you kidding me? Then he stops the tour bus, and he's like, yeah, here's the studio. Let's work. And she was like, oh my God, thank you. It's time for the Good Lotion video release. Fizz is so amped. And I was like, is that just the cast in the audience? Oh, and then I saw some shadows. So he's excited. Moniece comes on through. I said, oh my God. Moniece is there to talk to Nikki. She walks right on up. Hey girl. She said, okay, enough of the side chitter chatter. Everything that I heard from Moniece, and then at the end she was like, don't act like I won't fuck you up. I said, oh Lord, it's about to go down. Nikki was like, I would never throw salt on nobody's relationship. Fizz is like, wait, what in the world is going on? He gets in between the two, and then Moniece does a slight throat grab to Nikki Baby. I think Lil B is the one who threw the drink. Where did she come from? She's like a little mole in the ground at every fight. We're like, where did Lil B? Get her. Oh, so after everybody was pulled away, Nikki got a little buck and I was starting to taunt Moniece from across the wall. She was like, come on, come at me, baby. Moniece was like, don't worry, I'm coming. Fizz was in front of Moniece like, girl, stop it. And a drink was thrown and it got in his hair. Fizz acted like he wanted to say, my perm. Oh, Lord. My perm. What movie was that? It was some movie when they said my hair. Out of nowhere, while Fizz is patting his hair and wiping off the alcohol, Moniece goes crouching tiger, hidden dragon, and almost does a flip over the wall. I was done. I see security trying to get her down, and Fizz is so pissed. He almost breaks the girl's back in half trying to get her off the wall. I was like, okay, Fizz, they got her. He was so pissed. I was hollering. This whole fight, I was hollering. This is a huge play on words, but Fizz was bubbling. Like, yo, this my shit. You ain't have to do this here. I said, I ain't heard from you in I don't know how long. And he was like, yo, just call our son. Do that. She was like, I do it 7 days a week, baby. Hold up. Moniece, go home. Nikki was like, bye, boo. Y'all, go home. Go home. Moniece, I so understand that you mad at Nikki, baby, okay? But that stemmed from Fizz, okay? And first of all, you should have known better, Monica Circa 03, that shit wasn't gonna work no more, okay? You got a good thing over here with Rich, I think, and yet, you know, you knew it was gonna come back to bite you, girl. Like, you gotta be mad with you first, okay? Of course, they do an end montage, and I was so over it, child. But the end one with Ray J and Princess, he brings out this LED ring box, and child, you know what, we gotta wait for the reunion to know what that was, because I can't take anything for face value with them two, because child, I don't know. The reunion part 1 is next Monday. I'm excited for it. I love reunions. They're like the best thing for me. Down below in the comment section, let me know, what did you think about that fight? What did you think about the fight at the Good Lotion video? Let's talk about that. Also, what do you think about Princess and Ray J? Can we please talk about that? And Moniece and Richard, let's talk about that. I cannot wait to see your comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you on the next video. Peace, love, and all that good stuff. God bless. Bye.